What's good, you too, man? It's your boy SB, and I'm back with another sports break. Here it is, guys. Second week of us making these picks. Keep in mind that we're gonna be doing this week to week. We're gonna be picking these games every weekend to see who can come out with the best record at the end of it. Whoever has the worst record between the two of us will be taking on the hot chip challenge on this channel. And I think we might be doing it on Super Bowl night, but we'll see. Y'all stay tuned for that. But first of all, before we jump into it, how are you today, my brother?
I'm doing all right, man. How you doing today?
Nice, solid, bro, solid. So he does have a solid lead, you guys. He last week he went 9 for 8 with his picks. Did get the bowl prediction wrong, so that went into the 8 losses. I am sitting at 7 and 10 with my bowl prediction also being incorrect by 7 yards. But it happens. So I'm 2 games behind them currently after the first week of doing these picks. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into these week's picks. We already picked our games for Thursdays. As you guys remember, we picked Thursdays off screen. And we both picked the Broncos. And obviously the Broncos lost. Not much to talk about from that game, besides the player Russell Wilson, but both of them was really, really hard to watch, and it was really a boring game. So we won't break it down too much. Just know that we both picked the wrong team to win. First game for this Sunday, London, man, over the pond. First time that the NFL is going to have two teams that have winning records playing in London. We got the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. Who you going with?
Um, Green Bay.
Nice. I'm gonna go on a limb, man. I gotta take some risky picks. I'm gonna go out with Giants. Uh, next game gonna be the Steelers and the Bills. For this one, man, I think the Bills got to bounce back. They got this game at home, and the Steelers are starting their rookie quarterback Kenny Pickett. I don't think he's ready for this matchup with a stellar Bills defense on one Bills.
Bills are easy.
Nice. Nice. All right, so next one we got the Chargers traveling to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So you got there.
Um, I'm gonna go Cleveland.
I'm gonna go LA. I'm gonna go with the Chargers on this one. We got the Suck Bowl with being the Bears versus the Vikings. I think this is gonna be an easy game for the Vikings, especially since they got it at home against a Bears team that's struggling to score points.
Vikings as well. I'm riding with
Nice. Nice. All right, we got the Matt Patricia revenge game with the Lions traveling to New England to take on the Patriots. Who you taking on that one?
New England easily.
Man, this is a tough one for me. Not sure if they're gonna have Mac Jones. Let me double check that real quick. Okay, so no Mac Jones. I think I'm gonna go Lions, man. I think they have the opportunity to pull it out. And with me being down two dang games in the standings, I need to take some of these wild cards. Can't pick the same teams as you if I want to catch up. So I think this is a good spot with you taking the Patriots. I'll go ahead and pick the Lions. Next game gonna be your Seahawks traveling to New Orleans to face the Saints in the Superdome. Who you got for that one?
And we trust. We trying to get CJ. So yeah, I'm gonna go with my Hawks.
Okay. I'm gonna take the Seahawks in this one too. The Saints have been a real disappointment this season, man. I don't think that stops. DK had a breakout game last week, and I think that continues for this week. Uh, we got the Dolphins going into the Jets. I don't care who's under the center for the Dolphins. If it's Tua, if it's Brissett, I'm gonna take the Jets. I'm sorry, Bridgewater. I'm gonna take the Dolphins to beat the Jets.
I'm gonna go Jets.
Nice. I like that. I like that. All right, cool. So we got a big division game here. The Atlanta Falcons have been surprising a lot of people. They have the exact same record as the team they playing against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who you got there?
I got Tampa Bay. They got to bounce back. They got the hell bit out of them last week. So this will they knock it down. So
Right. Right.
yeah, I know. So therefore it's I'm gonna go with the Bucks on this.
All right, I'm gonna take the Bucks as well. I think there's no way that Tom Brady lose to the Falcons at all this season. He can't have that happen. So
28-3.
yeah, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take the Bucks as well. You gave him 3. So
And then 28-3. They gonna forever remember that.
I know, right? Next game we're gonna have the Titans traveling to Washington to take on the Commanders. I think this is a good game for the Titans to go ahead and pull it out. Commanders put up a good fight against the Cowboys last week, but I think the Titans are finally starting to catch fire, and I think they keep rolling in Washington.
Number 22 is back, like I said last week. So long as he back and he running how he running, like madman out of that's trying to get to that buffet, he'll be all right. So I think he'll be cool. So I'm gonna go. I'm definitely go with Titans on this.
Okay, like that. All right, and then we also got the San Francisco 49ers against the Panthers. Not gonna be many people watching this one, but I like the Panthers in this one. I'm gonna take the Panthers at home. Baker Mayfield to have a big game, and I think my bold prediction is gonna come from this game. I think Baker Mayfield throws for 2+ touchdowns and over 200 yards in this game. Real bold, real bold.
Wow, that is your bold prediction. Two touchdowns and
over 200 yards.
bro. Wow.
They both.
So he's a number 1 pick. He's supposed to throw for that at least.
But you have to
throw for that and
he hadn't came close to throwing that many touchdowns and nearly 200 yards.
Baker Mayfield, Russell Wilson. Somebody grab the tide.
Let's stop real quick right here. You don't think Baker Mayfield a little too young to say he washed? 5 years?
He should have played baseball.
I think Baker Mayfield is way too early in his career to say that he's washed.
He's just in a bad system.
And I think the time he had in Cleveland, man, it really wasn't beneficial for him. He had like 4 different coaches in 5 years, man. It's not.
He's a number 1 pick, bro. I'm not trying to hear that. He's a number 1 pick overall.
And I think he still got the talent. I think that he has the ability to win games in Carolina. They just need more time.
He was just a beneficiary for the system that he had in Oklahoma, bro. The playmakers that he had around. That's all it was.
I disagree with that, man. I think Baker Mayfield has intangible talent. I think he was the best quarterback in that draft.
Yeah, but you could have went O lineman or D lineman. Nah.
I think for Cleveland, man, they needed a quarterback at that time, and I think Baker Mayfield was the best quarterback to take. I think that year in college football, Baker Mayfield was the best college quarterback, and I think he gets a bad rap for the time that he had in Cleveland. Bad head coaches. I mean, he had Hugh Jackson as a coach, and then they had Freddie Kitchens, man. Freddie Kitchens was his coach for a year. I think the talent is there, but I think that he needs enough time in one system to be able to flourish and develop. But I think this is a really big prove-it game for him against the 49ers. It's pretty solid. So
you know what I like? And picking back on what you said, I'm gonna go ahead and go with my bold prediction this game as well. Baker Mayfield throw for 3 interceptions against the 49ers defense. That's my bold prediction. So and of course, Jimmy G. You should know. Jimmy G.
All right. So that's cool. We spent enough time on that game that's really not important. Let's get to one of the big primetime games. It's going to be the Dallas Cowboys traveling to the palm trees of LA to take on the Rams. I don't think this is close, even though it is a primetime game and is considered America's game of the week. I don't think it's going to be close. I think the Rams rout them, and it's not really going to be much for a competition between the two. What say you, the guru?
Where they playing it?
It is in LA.
I'm gonna go LA. For the simple fact they're in LA. If they was in Dallas, I would have won Dallas. But I just like the way that like I'm saying, I really like the way that Cooper Rush is being a reliable backup for the Cowboys. So you know, but he's not that, and he's a backup for a reason. So therefore, I'm gonna go too much Aaron Donald, too much Jalen Ramsey,
Yes.
too much of that Rams defense. So I'm gonna go Rams.
I think the Rams defense is way too good, and as good as Trayvon Diggs is, Cooper Cup is just a different beast. And Trayvon Diggs is really the best cover corner that they have, and he's not covering the slot. So, and that's really what Cooper Cup really feasts at, where he gets most of his food. I don't think they have a safety that can cover him. I don't think they have a linebacker that can cover him. I think they really key on Michael Parsons to kind of stop his pass rush, kind of slow him down a little bit. The Rams have a good offensive line, and those are a line full of veterans that know how to protect and know how to keep Matthew Stafford upright. The key to the game is going to be Matthew Stafford in the way that
That's
he
the
throws
key.
the ball. I don't think it matters much what anybody else does. If Matthew Stafford is able to take care of the ball, the Rams win the game easy. So I think that's really what it boils down to. Next game is going to be the undefeated team, the only undefeated team left in the league, the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to the Arizona Cardinals. Who you got there?
That's tricky, but
Yeah.
Philly just been playing lights out.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go Philly.
I'm gonna go Philly as well, but I think it's gonna be close. I think this
Yeah.
is gonna be the toughest game they faced this season. The Jaguars gave them a little bit of a scare, but nobody really thought that they was gonna ever lose that game. But this one's gonna be tricky for them.
Yeah.
Still got Jalen Hurts early MVP for me.
Okay.
For sure. Sunday night football. We got a big division game, man. The game that I'm most excited about for
Yeah.
this game. The Cincinnati Bengals going to the Baltimore Ravens. Bengals need this one. They need this one. If they're gonna have any hopes of winning this division, any hopes of making the playoffs, they have this game. And I think for that simple reasons, they end up losing. I think Lamar Jackson gonna be too much. I'm going Ravens.
Oh my God. I like that. I'm thinking, okay, yeah, he's gonna probably go with CC. Okay, okay, okay. I think the same thing. I think just because it's in Baltimore, that's the difference. It's
Yeah,
in Baltimore.
right.
If it was in Cincy, I would have gave it to the Bengals. But man, they've been. I feel like this a matchup is bad for basically the Cincinnati receivers.
Yeah.
Uh, they they uh
Marlon
they
Humphrey
got to see good people out across the team.
Marlon Humphrey,
They've been doubling Jamar
they,
Chase.
they've been different
Uh,
for sure.
so therefore, I'm alright with Baltimore, but I feel like it's gonna be a close game.
Yeah, I mean that division always close games for sure. So I agree with you on that. And no Rashard Bateman is gonna be big for them. Uh they'll be looking for Devin Duvernay to step up, and obviously, Mark Andrews is the biggest target that they have. But I think he makes a difference. It's just for me, man, Joe Burrow, shaky. He's been real shaky this season.
Real
And
shaky.
it's hard to see what he's gonna get. The offensive line hasn't really came together yet to gel. A lot of new pieces on that offensive line that has not been able to be cohesive just of yet. And it shows, man. Joe Burrow's been sacked a lot this year, quite a bit. That one bright spot has been Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon has been killing it this year. But I think with the linebackers that the Ravens have, I think they'll be able to neutralize that a little bit.
Yeah.
The one X factor is going to be Jamar Chase. If they're able to get Jamar Chase loose against some of them good DBs that the Ravens have, then they'll be able to compete in this game. But I think not. I think Marcus Peter and Marlon Humphrey has been way too good this year to
Yeah.
let them come in there and come into their house and trying to take that game. But really still close, really close on that one.
Okay.
Last game of the week, man, Monday Night Football. We got the Las Vegas Raiders going to Arrowhead to face on the Kansas City Chiefs. Who you got for that one?
Easily, I'm going with Big Red
Mm.
and Kermit the Frog.
Nice, nice. I think I think the Chiefs have the best player on the field. I think they have the two best player on the field being Mahomes and Kelsey. I think after that you can slide in Devontae Adams. But I think Devontae has a huge game this week. Almost went with my bold prediction with him getting over 200 yards. Because I know this is going to be a high scoring game. Uh, man, I think the Raiders have had the Chiefs numbers. And I think the Raiders go into Arrowhead and upset the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going Las Vegas Raiders in a really, really high scoring game that's going to be close. Big divisional game between the two.
You know what? I'm convinced. You want to taste these hot chips, huh? Because that don't make no sense. You know good and well,
what you
bro.
mean?
No,
You don't think the Raiders can score with the Chiefs? Is that what you're saying?
hell no.
So you banging your hat on the Chiefs defense?
Nah, I just like Mahomes. I know what Mahomes and the Chiefs can do.
I mean, I'm not saying that Mahomes
It's
gonna
not
have.
gonna be a high. It's not gonna be a high
I'm not
scoring
gonna
game.
say over 20. I just think it come down to a field goal at the end of the game, and I think the Raiders need it much more than the Chiefs. And the Raiders historically have owned the Chiefs in this division. It's one team in the division that the Chiefs really struggle with. And plus, I mean, I got to make some bold picks to kind of pick up, to kind of catch up, man. I'm down 2 games, but I really think that the Raiders have a chance of winning that game. I don't think it's a landslide. I think it's going to be close. You think the Chiefs win easy?
Easily. It's
I
gonna be
bet.
a blowout. It's gonna be a blowout.
I beg to differ on that. I think it's a high scoring game that's going to end up being close. I think it's separated by a field goal, to be honest.
You're gonna be upset that they put that game on Monday night, and it's on a Monday night that you have to watch that because that's gonna be a waste of time.
Man, nah, it's gonna be cool. It should be a great game. But that has it, you guys. That's our picks. Uh, comment in the comment section down below who you think gonna have the better week this week. Who you think will be in the league. Next week gonna be a little different. Your boy's gonna be out of the country, so we might not be doing the recording next week. But we will still make our picks. We'll catch you guys up when we come back in and from that week. But we're still gonna be making picks for next week. Just might be off screen all those picks. But other than that, man, we out. Once again, if you like this type of content and you haven't hit the subscribe button just yet, go ahead and show your boy some love. And if you are a subscriber, make sure you leave a thumbs up. It helps out a lot. Uh, catch you guys down in the comment section down below. Once again, I appreciate you, my boy. Appreciate your time.
All right, my boy.
Tonight.
All right, now all betters get at me. Look, we about to go ahead and take over.
Nice.
If y'all want to win, give my picks. Give my picks. All right, now have a good one.
Take it easy, boss.
All right, bro.